Okay, so a customer got in contact with me literally 10 minutes ago, and he asked me if I could install Windows 10 on his NVMe drive on his gaming desktop computer. So for a quick £30. So let's see if I can help him with this. An NVMe drive is the fastest type of drive technology you can get. It connects directly to the motherboard itself. It's the fastest technology, much better than SATA, and boasts some of the fastest read and write data speeds. So let's get right down to it. I've got my USB flash drive installed into my system over here. So let's go ahead and install this thing. Okay, so I've got my computer turned on now, and it's going to start the boot process, boot and then post process. There you go, it's firing up now. This is during the post process. It's going to fire up straight into the Windows setup, ready for us to install Windows. There we have it. So first of all, obviously you want to select, if you're in the States, you want to keep it how it is. If you're in the UK, select, obviously choose up to the UK. Click on next, install now. Don't have a product key, so leave that for now. Sometimes it picks up the product key automatically from the BIOS. So it usually picks that up automatically, so you really wouldn't have to do that. Pay too much attention to that most of the time. So click on Windows 10 Home. That's just the standard installation Windows version, Windows 10 version. So accept, next. We want to do a custom install. So basically, if your installation is a clean installation, which 9 times out of 10 it will be custom. When you say upgrade from a previous version, usually you do that from the Windows boot up, sorry, from the Windows desktop. So I'm not too sure why or do you use this in the first option in the boot up process. So I'm just going to go with the second custom install. So yeah, so what we're going to do here, we're going to we can either delete this, we can remove it. So I'm just going to delete this. Yes, I'm gonna delete it first. Press delete. Delete that. The partition might contain important files, applications from your computer manufacturer. If you delete this partition, any data stored in it will be lost. Click on OK. So go back to that, or select that as unallocated space, and now we want to click on next. This would automatically delete install partition. The partition is this selective installation are not in the recommended order. So what I'm going to do is delete that as well. I'm going to delete the first partition, partition on this drive, because that will be selected as a boot up mapping for the drive. So delete that as well. Delete this one. Delete all partitions basically. What you want to do is delete all partitions. So what I'm going to do now is click on next, and go ahead to install it. So the first the small one, 15 megabytes, that was the partition table. And also the boot sector as well. So you always find bits of small partitions that you want to get rid of. And the large one is the main Windows partition. So you want to delete all before you select next to install Windows. So this usually takes about, this is on an NVMe drive, so it usually take about 10 minutes, if that, to install Windows. Okay, so it's getting the files ready, and it's for installation, and it's almost finished at 100%. As you can see, installing features is done, installing updates. Click restart now. That was a very quick process. I mean, it usually ranges between, I would say, 10 minutes or under from a normal SSD drive, or even a hard disk. Fast hard disk will take that long. Probably a hard disk will take that long, and then solid state drive even less. And then this is an NVMe drive, which would take literally a couple of minutes. Restarting and automatically get devices ready, getting the system ready, getting the services ready. I'm going to remove my USB drive so that when it next boots up, it won't attempt to reinstallation again. It's getting ready, as you can see. We're starting again now after it's fired up the services and settings, necessary settings, boot it into the system to complete the setup. It will then go into the setup of the actual interface itself with the by prompting for for your personal details, username, passwords, Wi-Fi code, emails, languages, preferences. So I'm going to go to obviously UK next. UK for the keyboard layout. Don't want a second additional one. Don't have the internet. Right, this is an important one. If you select internet, it will then prompt you for your Microsoft account, where you have to put your email address and your password. So you have to know those that they work until for you to go ahead and finish the setup. But I don't know. Most of the times I don't know that because it's for a customer. So I'm going to put in I don't have internet. So if it's for somebody else, you click on I don't have the internet. It makes your life a whole lot more easier. Don't have internet. Continue with limited setup. I want to click that. So I've got this computer hooked up to my TV for this installation, and that'll be my active monitor. And it's going to use this PC. It's my I'm going to put his name in. So put your name in there. Don't want a password, so if you don't want to use one, you can completely leave that blank and click on next. Now there's going to be a whole lot of criteria checks for different options. I'm going to put yes. Microsoft Apps, location, yes. Find my device, yes. And optional diagnostic data, yes. For ink typing, yes. For tele experience diagnostic data, yes. For Verizon ID, accept Cortana. Now it will take a few minutes now. Get everything ready for you. I'm going to pause this video while that gets through that. It might take several minutes. I'm just going to pause this video. And there we have it. The computer has fired up into Windows. That's how fast, noticeably faster it is when you install Windows on an NVMe drive. So I suggest that you get one, because if you're using a computer day in and day out for hours, and it's 10 times fold the usefulness and benefits. So definitely recommend getting one, and they're not expensive either. Roughly about £50 for a 1 terabyte. Still, it pinches your arm off basically. So now you can, for example, here you can select your Wi-Fi. Put your Wi-Fi there and shut down, and now Windows is booted up. All you need to do now is I'm not going to go through it on here, but the next thing for you to do, next important step is to go to settings, and then go to update security, and you go to check for updates. That's as soon as you have connected your Wi-Fi settings and router down here. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope, and also make sure that you check the date and time as well is correct, which it currently is. If not, then go to settings, and then go to time and language. You want toggle that off. If it's on and it's under date and time is wrong, you want to toggle off and then toggle on. If not, then turn that on to set time automatically. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope this has liked you. I hope this has helped you. Okay, I hope this video has helped you installing your Windows on your NVMe drive or any other drive that you have, despite the physical architecture you have. I hope that this has helped you install your Windows on your computer. Please like, subscribe if this has helped you, and to keep posted for more future videos on helping you with your computer. Thank you so much. Have a great day.